it just seems the electricity is turned up for Saturday night college football on EA Sports. It's the Utah Utes and the LSU Tigers. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Let's go down to our sideline reporter, Holly Rowe.
Guys, I caught up with the Utah head coach before the game. He understands what a challenge this is. Number one, the stadium is one of the best in college football. Every time you step foot in this crowd, in this stadium, you have to be at your best from a communication standpoint. This top 25 team will be a challenge, and he understands his guys have their backs against the wall. They have to communicate and be effective at the line of scrimmage. Back to you.
Thank you, Holly. Really looking forward to this matchup. The Utes ready to kick it away first. He'll bring it out. It's Smith. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Got a little room. Wide open, and it's a foot race. He will score. Touchdown, LSU. Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. How about that for starting things with a bang? Opening kickoff and house that baby. What a job there. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Straight ahead, it's Bray. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Just like we expected, this home crowd getting involved right from the start. Keep it on the ground. Crosses to 40. At midfield, he's got room. Flying out to the left. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Utes! He found some open space and turned on the Jets.
And you can't draw it up any better. How do you shut a home crowd up? One of the best crowds in college football. You come in on the first drive and you handle your business. You get in the end zone. Palmer, this place was going absolutely berserk.
And it's blocked. Now he can return this. What a display of explosive capabilities on that drive. 75 yards, 2 plays, and a touchdown. He'll bring it out. It's Smith. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. Offense in a bunch formation. On the ground, it's Berry. Turning it on. Got the first down. The 50. The 40. He's at the 20. Touchdown, Tigers. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
And it's the game-breaking speed. You see right there, he takes it all the way to the house. It's that speed. That's the reason why a lot of people thought if he had declared for the NFL draft, he would have been playing on Sundays now. There's just not a lot of running backs in college football that can run like this guy.
And it's so nice to have that guy back. Like, to keep that guy on your roster, it's like recruiting the best player in the country, right? You got one of the best backs. To be able to keep that guy on your roster was the big offseason coup. Like, you mentioned the NFL can also transfer, can go make money elsewhere. To keep him on the roster, and he shows you why. This guy is the catalyst, one of the best in the country at his spot.
Three tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Gray. Pickup of 8, it's now 2nd and 2.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
8-yard pickup on 1st down leaves them with 2nd and short. Quarterback run is part of their game plan. They pull him down, but he's got enough, and it'll be a 1st down for this offense. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll run it out of the shotgun. There's some room. Inside the 50. The 30. The 20. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Utah!
This guy just has a nose for the end zone, and you love his ability to find creases, use his speed in the open field, and go score. He's been really good for his offense early this year. That already his 5th rushing touchdown on the season.
And with the extra point, they cut it to a 14-13 game. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And he finished things off racing 63 yards to the end zone. Deep in the end zone, it's Smith. Gets it across the 30 to the 31. Nice pickup on the return there. The Tigers send out the offense to go to work. This one's going to be fun if this keeps up. Back with the ball in a 14-13 lead. They'll start on the ground with Durham. Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
They'll run him again. Got some green grass. There he goes. The 30. Past the 20. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays, just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They've got the big fellas out there. A 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. Hits inside. It's Gray. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk after the 30-yard line.
How nice is it as a play caller when you've got a running back as good as this guy, right? I mean, you can just dial up conservative run calls. Nothing has to be too tricky, too fancy. You just know he's going to go make good things happen. Even when it's not blocked properly, he is still finding ways to rip off long runs. This guy now has over 150 yards rushing in the game. Doesn't look like he's slowing down, guys.
Better get that seismograph ready here in Death Valley. Huge third down coming. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43.
And that's the second time today, man. Like, you see, it looks like he's going in fast forward. He's got some jets, man. This guy can really, really move. This offense does such a nice job of finding creative ways to get him the football. And we've already seen it today. A couple of explosive plays, and they're going to continue to feature this young man.
And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play.
Well, it's clear the coaching staff had a little conversation before this drive, and they said, we have got to run the football. All 4 plays of this drive so far have been runs, and they're taking a bit of an attitude shift here. They want to be physical, and they want to pound the defense into submission.
Pulled down there, but they'll move the sticks, and it's a first down.
And you see this so much in college football, man. Now, short yard situations, you give it to your QB, you get the extra blocker, and it's just really hard to stop, man, because he still is a thrower, and there's still that threat. But nice job being physical in the line of scrimmage by this offense.
Found a little crease and turned that into a productive run.
And I'm not surprised that they're giving him a touch early in this football game, too, because you've seen it throughout the season, man. Like, they trust their QB to run the football, especially in big-time situations. We'll see that throughout this football game. But he's already over 500 yards. Like, that's really good. So he's a weapon that they will use throughout the football game.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Brake. Nowhere to go. Same song, second verse, as this defense is ready for this guy. He did everything he could to find enough running room, but he'll be stopped about 3 yards short of the first down marker. It's fourth down. Looking for the marker. And nothing doing on the ground. This defense having none of it and stopping him on fourth down.
I like it. This defense plays aggressive on fourth and short, and they are rewarded. Figured they would run the football. They did. Nice job getting some penetration and stopping that fourth down play.
On the move. Oh, gives him the tough stiff arm. He has 89 yards rushing, and that should be no surprise. He's been among the nation's elite all season.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
They give it back to him. Got an alley. Breaks into the open. Inside the 30. Just carving up this defense and getting it down to the 24. That big play put them in business. Now they're right on the edge of the red zone as they go to work first and 10. Changing the routes with his receivers. Handoff, Caden Durham. Going to be a gain of about 3 down to the 21.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Give to the running back. They'll give him maybe 1 on the play. It's down to the 20.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Heading to the end zone. Touchdown LSU! And they take it in for 6 more points. How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in Week 5? And the extra point splits the uprights. It's 28-13. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And the score came on an impressive run from the 20. He wisely lets that one bounce through the back of the end zone, and they'll take over at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They want to run this quarterback. Give him a pickup of 2, now 2nd and 8.
know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
Stopping the run is very high on every defensive coordinator's list. Making the team one-dimensional. Nice job stuffing the run on that play right there.
Third and 9. Guys, LSU has the lead here. And they jumped out to that edge early. As we wrap up the first, let's take a quick look at our game stats. They largely dominated the first quarter and built a nice lead to get started. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on third down. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. The offense couldn't get the snap off in time, and it'll cost them. This third down a little longer after that penalty. Throwing Mack. And he gets rid of it.
You know, it's funny. That's probably the most discombobulated the offense has looked so far in this game, right? After watching that incompletion there on third down, they were just up and down the field earlier. Tremendous rhythm, tremendous balance. Everything their play caller was dialing up was working, lighting up the scoreboard. And then all of a sudden on this last drive, just not able to piece it together. They've got to be able to turn the page and get back to how they looked earlier in the game.
Little pressure on the coverage team there, and they'll stop him at the 47-yard line. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. Everything's been working so far. They've had it 3 times, reached the end zone on each occasion, and now they're back to work. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run. The Tigers now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. They give it to him again. Oh, he's got some space. He's got the first down. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. How about that tough, hard-nosed running? Rich legacy of that at LSU. Reminds me of Charles Alexander.
Yeah, and unfortunately, I was a part of that legacy, Reese, on the other side when Justin Vincent rushed for over 200 yards in the SEC Championship game, and that's what you see LSU. That's what I've always thought of watching them growing up. When you watch the way they run their offense, usually it starts with the physicality in the ground game.
Going to the run, it's Durham. Got enough space, and he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Tigers. Give him 3 touchdowns in this game, and now up to 8 on the season. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They are going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Here comes the Utah offense to get this drive started. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
If It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time when you need to be able to score some points. So either get it done through the air or you've got to be more physical up front.
They need a huge play on 3rd and long. Mack. Out wide right, it's Brigg. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain. They're getting to the line quickly and staying out there on 4th down. Mack to throw for it on 4th. Picked off. What a play to set him up. Turning it on. Touchdown, Tigers. The defense takes matters into its own hands. Look, a lot of time left. There's a little bit of distance right now being put on the scoreboard.
There is, but it's so awesome when you're a defense and you study all week about what's coming and what routes to be ready for, and then you jump the route and you make the plays and you just go get in that end zone. It is so beautiful.
Bringing it out. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. Running inside. It's Brigg. Solid gain to get him out close to the 20. Pick up a 5 to the 19.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
Oh, pressure's coming. Slings it downfield. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. They make the tackle after the turnover, but hang on just a second. There's a flag on the field. Let's see if it stands. So the penalty will not be enforced. The defense declines and stands on the result of the play. 3 tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. Looking for room. It's Berry. Touchdown, Tigers! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And just keep feeding this guy the football, and this scoreboard's going to keep lighting up. This dude is unbelievable. He needs just a little bit of space, and he has gone off to the races. This offense, David, has so many weapons, but this running back is a game changer.
He is, and so many weapons is right, and this defense has had absolutely no answer so far, giving up way too many points early in this football game. They need to have a conversation on the sidelines, get the defensive coordinator, get everybody involved. They need more juice, and they got to find some answers fast.
So the Utes are ready to begin this drive on offense. This thing has sort of gotten away the last couple of possessions. They've been a little too generous, David.
Yeah, like a non-profit, man, like a charity, giving the football away too much. Got to take care of the football, Jesse. Otherwise, you got no shot to win this football game.
You're right, man. At this level of college football, it doesn't matter how talented you are. It doesn't matter who you're playing. If you're sloppy and you put the football on the ground or you throw picks, you're going to find yourself behind on the scoreboard.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. He'll try to do it himself. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks.
You know, you talk so much about QBs, right? And having to make really good decisions. There's a great example. He didn't see anybody open downfield. He didn't hesitate for 1 second. He put his head down, and he took off and went running and generated an explosive play for the offense.
Motion from the back. We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. And the Utes are facing 3rd and inches. Austin Mack. Out wide left, it's Bray. And he earns a first down, and boy, did he earn it after taking that lick.
That's a great sign for this offense. Man, everything's been difficult so far, and you've dug yourself a huge hole. They're going to have to find some completions, find some energy, find some momentum somehow, because it's been a struggle out the gates.
Tackled almost immediately. Not a whole lot on that one.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
Timeout call by the Utes. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Third and short from the 44, and we might know if they plan to go for it on 4th down by what they call here. He's stopped, but he's got enough to move the chain. The Utes want to crank the tempo.
Really nice run there, picking up the first down. Now they're right back up to the line of scrimmage, ready to go again.
They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down. Now the LSU Tigers will use the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. And the Utes come to the line with a new set of downs. Throwing, Mack. Got it behind the line. It's Bray. Across the 25, he's got room. He goes out of bounds right at the 10-yard line, and the offense can smell the touchdown from here.
Well, they're going to try to get this guy the football as many ways as they can. You're going to see it, obviously, in the running game, but here doing a nice job in the pass game, too. Leaking him out of the backfield, working the right side of the field. That's a nice game by the offense.
Nice play by the defense to jar that one loose.
We know about this running back's versatility, and he's made some plays in this game so far, catching the ball. That time, though, he had no shot. Defender bearing down on him. They're able to get the hit and make sure it falls incomplete.
Going to work on 2nd down, and the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. 129. Nowhere to run, and he barely makes it back to the line of scrimmage. Utah now calls a timeout. They'll have 1 left. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Long drive continues as the offense keeps working the ball down the field. Left side is Washington. Could not make his way to the corner. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. But look at this. They're not setting up to punt. They're going to try to cut into this lead, and this is a huge risk late in the half. They're all over it. Takes a shot as he throws, and it never had a chance. Incomplete.
That is Great job by this defense coming up big on 4th down when it matters the most. You could tell they were dialed in. They knew they were going to throw the football. The defense was locked in on the quarterback. Great job defending the pass, forcing the incompletion on 4th down.
Can't get him to the ground. And after that short gain, they'll head to the locker room. It's halftime here. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, we are beginning to see a little separation in the standings. The Week 5 edition of our update show. We start with a look at UMass, taking on the number 12 team, the Toledo Rockets. And it's the Minutemen, able to pull off the upset by just a score. Going to be fun to see how this changes up the rankings. And did this group ever need that? The first win on the year, they're now 1-4. Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now.
And the offense coming onto the field. What could go wrong did in the first half, and they start this 3rd quarter at the bottom of the mountain. Oh, it's a fumble. Oh, the offense fortunate to fall on that one, and they'll live to fight another play. I don't know if it was luck or aggression or just a fortuitous bounce, but at least they've got the ball back.
Well, one thing I do know, Reese, this running back has got to do a better job with ball security. You cannot turn the football over and expect to win this game. They're very lucky they were able to jump on top of that one.
They get him on the ground, but it'll be enough to pick up the first down.
And, man, this is more of the same for this dude toting the pill. Like, they keep giving it to him, and he keeps producing. Another chunk play. Like, I don't expect that they'll change much to do with this offense because every time they give it to him, he's chewing up some yards, and good things are happening.
Well, this running back has had a pretty good day so far in this game, and I think the key right now is for the defense to find a way to slow him down. He had a good run 2 plays ago. The defense gets the TFL on this one. I think you got to change up your fronts defensively and try to give this offensive line different alignment looks to see if they can confuse him.
Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Sees an alley. He'll move it ahead, and a good productive play on the ground.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making the good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
This defense will try to force a 4th down on 3rd and short from the 45. Mack. He's got it. At the 40, there he goes. Lots of green grass as he gets it to the 31.
That's a huge throw for the offense, but they're down by a ton. They're going to need a lot more of that, and it's not going to be easy considering the defense knows they're probably going to be throwing the ball every play here in the second half moving forward.
The Utes are moving quickly down the field. Quarterback keeper. There he goes. And he found plenty of running room on that one before the defense was finally able to get him down.
And as a defensive guy, man, when you play a QB like this that will take off and run and has the speed to make you pay, it just limits what you can do. It limits the amount of coverages. It just makes you play a lot more hesitant. And you can see right there, man, the guy's got speed. Interested to see how this defense continues to attack this QB.
Dropped after a pickup of 4 down to the 16. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. They'll ride him again. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. And the Utes are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Using his feet. Knocked down in the backfield 2 yards behind the line.
Well, good call by the defense there. They dialed up blitz into that running play, and the linebacker able to make the stop.
A famous writer once said, most men lead lives of quiet desperation. Here is a desperate move, going for it on 4th down, trailing by double figures. Snaps it, and he has to have it. Makes the grab past the marker. And he's brought down, but they believe the offense could convert the 4th down, and it paid off. They were easily within field goal range there, but they don't feel like you can win this game 3 points at a time.
Nah, pass. I mean, you got to be aggressive. You got to get touchdowns, man. You've seen the emphasis. Defenses are willing to give up yards now to make you kick field goals. I like this offense being aggressive. Forget the 3s. We need 6s.
Nothing doing. He is stopped short of the goal line. The Utes come to the line in the hurry-up. Quarterback keeps it. Trying to find the end zone, and he's not going to make it as his defense is making it tough.
And now a big 3rd down coming up. Down multiple possessions. This is one, Palmer, I'm looking for 6. I'm not trying to kick a field goal. I want to cut into this lead with a touchdown.
No, you got to have it. And also, considering all of that.
And he breaks the play. Touchdown, Utes! If you want to know how to reach this guy, just send his mail to the end zone. That's where he lives.
He definitely is today. And I think the defense has to be getting a little sick and tired of the same guy beating them time and time again.
And they did tack on that extra point without any adventure. Still down big here in the 3rd quarter, but if you can recover this onside kick, you might get back in the game. Looks as if the hands team will be able to recover the ball.
Well, they try to go onside kick, but better job by the hands team falling on the football.
The Tigers sending out their offense ready to get this drive started. And even after that last score, still working with a great big cushion. They'll leave it with the lone back. This time, they stop him in the backfield, and that has been a rare sight in this game tonight.
Well, this guy's been eating them alive all game long. Finally, though, David, you wonder if the defense has been able to make some adjustments to find something positive to help slow this guy down.
Hey, baby steps, right? Now, that's a tackle for a loss. I know he's got over $100 on the game, but this defense is definitely going to have to be more aggressive, commit more guys to stopping that bad man.
3rd and long coming up. Caden Durham again. Nowhere to go on that one. He's going to lose 5.
That's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing downhill. They've given up some plays today, man. He's got over 100 yards on the day. He's really had some success. But on that play, really downhill, really physical, and a nice job getting him to the ground.
Quarterback changing the play. Snaps on 4th down. He unleashes a long one. And it's incomplete. The long pass downfield they couldn't hook up.
Well, they're unable to come up with that one on 4th down. And I remember this as a player. You practice specific plays on 4th down for those types of situations. And you know all week against the scout team, they've gotten really clean looks, easy to execute against. They didn't get a clean look that time. So you chalk it up to the defense and take note of it next time. You might not run that play again if you're in a similar situation.
They'll start this drive at their own 48. They'll send the back in motion. Austin Mack unloads to the wideout. Can't hold on. He had him right down the middle, and he flat dropped it.
And I thought the game plan has been so good by this defense, man. They know exactly who his go-to guy is out wide, and they're doing a great job of mixing up coverage, taking that away. Listen, this QB doesn't have to go to him.
He's loose down the middle. The 20. And he scores! Touchdown, Utah! Now a two-point conversion attempt coming up. just going to keep it after the snap. He's not going to make it in, and the decision to go for 2 does not work out. That deficit's still pretty big, and they'll try to get it right back and cut into it with an onside kick. Not much drives more anxiety than waiting to see if the hands team can corral the onside kick, and they do. The LSU offense comes out to start this drive. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on 4th down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together, but, Jesse, they stalled on the other side of the field, and they got to find a way to keep that momentum going as they get closer to the end zone.
I agree. I do like their mindset, though, and I think they need to continue being aggressive moving forward in this game.
Guys, LSU has the lead here. A quick pause here to look at the numbers as they are threatening to pull away in this game. One more quarter to go, and it looks as if we are ready to play. So the final period starts with a 2nd down play. The give to Caden Durham. Breaks into the open. He'll be forced out of bounds after the nice gain on the run.
And I know you can play these late-game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football. You preserve the lead. You got great field position. You're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
And he gets it away.
I love the job here by the linebacker. He just kind of floats, and he's shuffling, and he's waiting to see which way the quarterback's going to go with the football. Not able to snag it out of the air, but, hey, batting it away, it's a big-time play.
And now on 4th down, they'll try a field goal. Everything will have to be clean from 55 yards away. Splits the uprights. Good. And now the lead is extended a little further.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, 4th quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest this way, and we looking pretty good.
The Utah offense returns ready to go back on the attack. On the move. Tackled behind the line, and he'll lose 1 on the play. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Throwing, Mack. Rushes on. Got there right as the ball did. Jarred it loose. It'll be 3rd down.
I would not want to be the offensive coordinator right now. This offense has a hard time completing the forward pass and making plays. And now you're down, and they know to rush the passer. They know the pass is coming. I'm not sure what the answer is because this offense is just struggling in the passing game.
They'll have to push the ball down the field here on 3rd and long. Looking downfield, it's Mack. Right down the middle. Got his man. And he gets it to the 44-yard line. It'll be a 1st down. And they just want to give this guy a chance to make a play on 3rd down. And more times than not, he is going to deliver.
He's so good, so efficient, such a good route runner, got the speed, got the complete game. So you definitely want to highlight him, and especially on those downs that matter the most. If something's not open quick underneath, find him. They'll make those contested catches.
We know this guy's a weapon, not just taking handoffs, but he can catch the ball too. That play, not so much. Got to do a better job reeling it in.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on 2nd down. Again, it's Mack. Out wide left, it's Brake. And the Utes want to pick up the tempo. Mack from the gun on 3rd down. Got his man. Nice job to pick up the 1st down, and they'll spot it at the 42. The Utes are flying down the field.
It's tough on the defense there. Third down, you're in zone coverage. Everybody's watching the quarterback, and you're trying to make a break on the ball, but he just got it out of his hands too quickly, and the throw was too accurate. Really nothing you can do there, and it's now a fresh set of downs.
And, man, he really hasn't been the problem today. How about that? He's rushed for over 100 yards, another big chunk play on the ground. They've continued to be able to run the football well, but here now in the second half, you've built yourself a deficit. I wonder how many more runs they got in them. They got to open this passing attack up and make some big plays.
The Tigers will call a timeout. That's their first. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. And the Utes with the 1st and 10. Mack. Caught behind the line. It's Bray. And there were no creases or crevices to run through, and they shove him out of bounds. They'll need a bunch on 2nd down. Back to throw, it's Mack. Under pressure. Takes a hit as he fires. Lucky to get it off.
Got to give this defense credit, guys, because all game long they have forced their opponent to be one-dimensional. They haven't allowed anything to happen in the passing game. As a result, we're here in the 4th quarter. They barely allowed over 100 yards passing.
Already 2 for 2 on 3rd down, but this time they'll need 9 to convert. From the gun, wants to pass. Reels it in. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a 1st down. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. And it's swatted away. It's a turnover on downs.
I think that play right there has been a big theme in this game. When it matters the most, on big-time down and distances, this defense has been able to step up and make the play when they need it most. That 4th down, great job in the back end in coverage, forcing the incompletion with a big...
Breaks away on the left. And they get him out of bounds after an explosive run, just chewing up yardage along the way.
This guy is really unique. Top 5 in the country running the football right now, and I love the way this offense gets him involved. They're able to move him around a little bit. They change up the schemes, but the big key every week, get him the ball.
To the house. Touchdown, Tigers. They give themselves a little more cushion as they try to reel off their 4th straight win. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. Only took 2 plays to find the end zone on that drive, and gashing them on the touchdown run finished it off. He'll return it. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Here comes the Utah offense to get this drive started. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the 4th down, and it led to the scoring drive, David.
And those are frustrating because you think you might get points, and then your defense gives up points. This has got to be a complementary football type deal. The offense now needs to provide a little spark and give this defense some hope.
No doubt, David. They got to turn the page, and they've got to play with a little bit more urgency here, knowing they've got to get that one back and put a good drive together.
Got 3 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 7. Bring him down.
The defense really gets it. They understand what's going on. The quarterback is a threat to run the football. I have to understand that. It changes the way I play defense. Am I going to have more speed on the field? Whatever I do, I got to make sure I do what they did right there. Focus in on the QB, lock in, and make sure he doesn't beat me.
Right side, it's Bray. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. They pretty much have to keep the offense on the field, and they'll get right to the line of scrimmage. The 2-minute timeout arrives, and we have certainly seen miracles in college football, and they will certainly need one here. All right, let me jump in here. They are going to go for it on 4th down, and I'm not sure they have much choice in this situation. The give on 4th down. Oh, he's got some space. He's at the 50. Inside the 30. He's at the 10. I'm sorry, you're unlikely to win today, but here's a fabulous parting gift. A late touchdown.
And with that throw, man, you've got to look at this 2-game run for this team. Like, to be able to do it in back-to-back weeks against ranked opponents, guys that you know.
The fake, and he wants to throw. And he avoids the sack. They're down big, but they'll keep fighting to the bitter end and line up for the onside kick here. Cool as a cucumber as the hands team makes a sure catch.
Well, trailing by as much as they are here in the 4th quarter, no big surprise. They're going to go onside kick, and obviously their opponent was ready for it. They hop on the football, and they're going to ice this game.
The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. What a feeling this has to be, David, in complete control and headed toward victory formation.
Yeah, no stress, under a couple minutes left in the ball game, well in hand. These are the ones, Jesse, you like to just run the clock, take a knee, whatever you want.
No doubt. They're going to love watching this game film, too. There's just so many positives to take away from this, and this is the kind of performance today that is really going to help this offense's confidence.
Firing deep. He took a shot at the end zone, and he almost picked it off. It'll be 3rd down.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know lots went wrong, but let's live in this moment and try to be great right here to end the game.
He's got enough. Open space at the 25. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just added their total.
With that last touchdown, they remain undefeated. And what can you say about this offense? One of the most explosive in the entire nation. And they're coming in, I think, every week with the mindset that we're just going to outscore everybody. We are okay going into a track meet. And that's really what we saw in this game today. But opponents just cannot keep pace with them and all of the athletes they have on the offensive side of the ball.
And as the ball makes its way into the end zone, it'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. These DBs going to give a little cushion. Austin Mack grabbed in the backfield. It's Bray. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
And we've seen him do it by land, right? They've been handing him the football, and he's been finding space, making some plays, and now he does it by air. They find him, throw him the football, proving to be a dual threat. This is a guy they like to feature in this offense because he'll continue to make big plays.
Can hold on in the face of the contact.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
Long way to go on 2nd down. Looking for a man. It's Mack. Here comes the heat. Maybe tried to baby that one in there.
And it's going to be difficult for this offense, man. Just where are they going to find the plays? You can tell the defense sitting back. They're playing nickel. They're playing dime. So you need some receivers to step up, make some yards after the catch, some contested plays. This offense has got to do something, and they got to do it quick.
Third and long right here. Quick give. It's Bray. Turning it on. Past the 50. He's got first down yardage as they move it to the 44. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running.
The defense has got to be more physical up front. Don't let them have those running lanes, those holes to break off a nice run, get a first down. And here's the thing, you better reload quick because they're right back on the line to call another play.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him, weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls incomplete.
Throwing, Mack. Just got rid of that one.
No harder position to play in a ball game than the offensive line. You know, tonight in this game, you're down by a lot. You know you have to pass the football. Man, it's a tough job to protect up front, and they definitely struggled on that play.
Ton of ground to cover here on 3rd and long. They'll move the wide receiver. From the gun on 3rd down, it's Mack. Got his man. Breaks a tackle. Look at that toughness, just running through everybody. And they finally get him stopped, but it's a big throw and catch, and he's down at the 5. Timeout is called by the offense. They have 14 seconds left.
You know, as the head coach of this team, this is one positive you're going to take away from this game, is that your players don't quit and they're still willing to fight. There's obviously a lot of things they've got to iron out offensively, and we've seen that today. But I do love the grit they're showing here late, still trying to make plays.
They get the timeout called, 11 seconds remaining to play. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? The run up the middle, trying to power to the goal line. They get the timeout call with 7 seconds left on the clock. They've worked it down to the 4-yard line, but now it's 3rd and goal. Mack. Out wide right, it's Brady. He'll be stopped right there. They threw it short of the goal line, and now they've got some ground to cover on 4th down.